Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy ROBUX getting back at it again, and well, as you can probably already tell from the title, we're gonna try, I wanted to make this video a little bit ago, but since the update dropped and stuff like that, I had to do this, but now we're into it, and the question is the LRPR a meta gun again? Because you know, in the last update, the prior update, this thing received a buff which reduces its recoil after it got budgeted in the update 2 weeks ago. But I don't know if he can actually do anything because you guys know Aimblox and stuff like that. But so far, this thing is probably the most consistent gun in the game. It does about as much damage as the AK. Just this thing has a higher fire rate. The lag is kind of screwing me over, I can't deny. Am I allowed to hit stuff? Please? That was very awkward. But yeah, I quite like the LRPR, even though I was always like a 103 supremacist. Like I always was like, yeah, the AK-103 is better because it was better. Like even though the GALIL also seems to be quite a strong gun still, all things considered, the GALIL is just strong. And probably like if I had to choose this thing, like if I would use the LRPR, yes, this thing is just good because it has very good, like very consistent damage. Consistent damage, everything is pretty consistent about this thing. The only thing that I don't like about it is that that it doesn't have a headshot multiplier. So it will, regardless of what you do, the thing will always do 20 damage, like no matter what. But this thing is actually really controllable now. Like I could not use the AK on this range. Like I just genuinely could not use it on this range. But on this thing, here it's actually pretty possible. It's actually very controllable on this thing. And of course, you can also just use the tap fire method because tap fire in this game somehow is still broken. Because it always, like, as long as you don't fire too fast, it resets your recoil. Oh yeah, right, another explosive. I used the I'm a bow gamer now. Oh wow, that hit me hard. I wonder what it was. It probably wasn't explosives though, because no sniper in this game does over 75 damage in the body tap. I think. Yeah, no, they don't. Yeah, like I don't even have, like, the thing is I don't even have any mutators on it, like any perks on it. But what if I would have to choose an effect, I would use probably standard mag, because you guys know standard mag is standard mag, and standard mag will always be broken no matter what you do. This thing is actually really satisfying. Like, I think the main factor about this thing is it's satisfying to use. It has around, like, you guys know the MP5. Not a very strong gun, it's just very satisfying to use because of the high fire rate and the hit markers it has. I would classify this thing as this. I just wish I had a better lobby with less ping, because 250 ping in this game is really painful. Getting anything done with. Hey, I'm not done with you. Come back. Hey, yo brother. I'm not done with you. Oh yeah, right, this is the other map. Not this map. Around the maps. But anyways, how's it guys day been? I hope it's going alright. My day has been doing pretty fine so far. I actually could sleep normally this for once, so that's always nice. What else do we have to talk about? Right. If you see this upload, I will probably be streaming in about 1 to 2 hours. We're gonna play some, we're gonna warm up with some aim labs, and then of course also gonna play some Aimblox and business, because that's just what I do nowadays. Playing 3 different games. Come on, die. Thank you very much. But you can see, the thing, you can definitely see this thing has some weaknesses to the gun. There's definitely some weaknesses it has. First of all, of course, only being able to do 20 damage at all times is quite low. If you consider other stuff like the GALIL, which I think still does more on range. I haven't tested it out. I haven't played with the GALIL in a hot minute. I mainly just use it to make thumbnails because the GALIL has a very nice model. When in doubt, use Odin. Aimblox! Stop with the hit drag! Jesus, that hit drag screwed me over. 1 like equals 1 better hit drag for me. But my god, that was weird. Well, that was a decent first round, so we're gonna see us straight in the second one. Alright, and here we are, straight in the second round. And this time it's a bit longer ranged map, and people are boosting, which is actually good for us. Because, you know, I'm an anti-air tank machine. Or I used to be when this game still had normal recoil. Oh well, what you can do about it, what can you do about it? I am really hyped about the rank system, and that will be a video on its own. If you guys know. Like, I will make a video about it on its own, like the rank system in general. But for now, what I just hope is that it will have some regulations, like you know, they said it's competitive mode. Like, they didn't say own guns, they said competitive. And that could mean two things. It could either mean that that it with the competitive game set, like not like no randomized guns and stuff like that, because that, of course it wouldn't make any sense if the game had randomized guns as competitive mode. But it didn't directly say own guns, which leads me to hope that it's gonna be a different game mode with different game settings. And what leads me that to hope is that it might give us some different weapons, like a different weapon set, like no explosives, heavily restricted different guns and stuff like that. I think that would just be a good idea, because I don't think Aimblox like this with this current game set it has is competitive ready. But it also just might be me. Like, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know what you guys already think about stuff like this, or like what you would change to make this game competitive. Because so far, the only thing I can imagine is just remove the explosive boosting. Because we already have punch boosting in this game, and I don't think we need anything else than punch boosting. Because this is a controversial take, so take this with a grain of salt. This game should have not have had punch boosting in the first place. Because back then, when I was still diamond, oh god, this is already 1.5 years ago, is insane to me. I used to. Like, punch boosting was not like an actual thing in the game. It was a bug back then. But then they said, oh look, this makes the game unique, which it definitely did. It did make the game unique. But it also, like, you can definitely feel that this wasn't intended for the earlier maps of the game. Because it definitely wasn't. Because a lot of old maps just break, especially like this one. You can tell this map was not made that it has this much stuff on it. That you can go above like on top of the towers. Like, in my opinion, either just add some stuff to the old maps, so to theoretically make a rework of them, make them taller, which is also an idea you could do, make them taller so punch boosting is harder, or simply add a skybox limit, like a bigger skybox limit than it used to have. Also, why is the hipfire in this thing alright? The hipfire is actually really good on this thing. But I would, like, if you're already fighting close range, I would just use an AK on this. So yeah. This is just what I also think. Like, maybe some reworked maps could be cool. Like, maybe have Aim City revamped to fit it in with the punch boosting. So yeah, this was also a very smooth second round. So I'm gonna check the recording, and either we're gonna see this in the outro or in the third round. Well, anyways, I think I'm gonna call it for this video. I tried to get another round, but you know, Aimblox at this time is pretty dead, and I couldn't find another lobby that is not in Japan. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, then don't forget to leave a like, comment, and obviously subscribe is the best way to show me that you guys like the content that I make. But anyways, I hope you guys all have a nice day, evening, or night. I'm gonna catch you in the stream if you like to, and we're gonna see us straight in the next one. Ciao, ciao.